Hey, how you doing?
MP, nice to meet you.
Oh, you know my name.
It would be weird if I didn't.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You're right on time for your meeting with Mr. Novak. Elevator's over there.
Cool. Yeah, thank you so much.
Olive.
Olive, wow, that's a nice name. It's a pleasure to meet you, Olive.
Nice to meet you, too. Welcome to the team.
Thank you.
MP,
What's going
great
on,
to
man?
finally meet you.
Pleasure's all mine, man. Hey, I read the article about you in the pen down. You're one data-obsessed cat, man.
Well, you can never have too much data. I'm glad you came. Look, this Shep thing, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. We're gonna need to put in some work to make sure it doesn't have a negative impact on the start of your career.
Okay, yeah, so just like work hard, play well, make people forget Shep ever existed.
Yes and no. Let's say we put you in the starting lineup tomorrow and you stumble a little bit. Normally, no big deal. But 68% of our fans wanted Shep, and of that 68%, 95% have a highly unfavorable opinion of you.
Okay, so that's basically corporate speak for they hate my guts.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which means it becomes a story. Papers in this town are out for blood. I'm sure you saw the top take segment.
Oh, I did.
Okay, look, there's no reason to think that you're not going to take off right out of the gate. But any hiccup in your play, and we've got a distraction on our hands. It's bad for your growth, bad for team chemistry, and it makes Phil Boyer look bad. He stuck his neck out for you on draft night.
Okay, so what's the solution?
Glad you asked. We identify key influencers in our biggest target demos, and we develop a strategy to win their affections.
Wait, so you're telling me my playing time is dependent on what? Whether Johnny TikTok thinks I'm base or something like that?
I know, it's ridiculous. But everything's connected.
Okay.
If we don't deal with this in a holistic manner, it could affect the bottom line. When the bottom line's affected, the governors aren't happy. When the governors aren't happy, nobody's happy.
Okay. I just want to be a pillar in this community, man. So if we can find a way to make this, win the city initiative be a part of that, I'm sold. But I also don't want to do a bunch of PR fluff, though.
Same page, 100%.
All right.
Look, I've already talked with your whole team about this impressive group of people, by the way, and they're going to take a lead on it, okay? But my door is always open.
Freddie, man, I appreciate your transparency, man. Truly.
Just doing my job. Believe me, it is an honor to work with someone as talented as you, MP. Really looking forward to seeing what we can accomplish together.
What up, kid?
What's going on, man? Yo, I appreciate you being here, but like I said, you ain't gotta do this.
What? This is the in-person treatment that you hired me for. Look, just remember this day when Barry and Associates shows up, trying to see if you need a new agent, all right?
All right, yo, fair enough, man. So where do we start, man? Let's go on this little tour.
Well, are you ready, Sire?
Don't do that. Cut the little butler act, man. Act normal, bro.
Yeah, that didn't even feel right.
It wasn't
All right, but check it out. First up, we have the only runway in the world that can compete with Paris Fashion Week.
Yeah, bro, that looks like a pretty normal hallway to me.
Yeah, to the untrained eye, it's a normal hallway. But we both know that them pregame walks have made fashion icons out of Russell Westbrook, SGA, LeBron James. I mean, the branding possibilities are endless, man.
All right, I see you.
Now look, once you get some shine on the court, getting your fashion bag, photographer's gonna be all over you, bro. And the best part is, all you gotta do is show up ready to work, looking fly.
Come on, and I can do that, can't I?
Yeah, maybe with a little bit of help you can, sure.
Bro, I get fly,
but,
I get fly
look,
to
it don't
you.
even matter. Right now, I just want you to focus on your game, all right? Fashion can come later. All right, so check this out.
Talk to me.
Down this way, you got the press room. Now, anytime you got some post-game media availability, this where you're gonna wanna go.
Okay.
Now, Ashley will meet you tonight after the game to walk you over, give you some more pointers, but typically it's gonna be on you to make sure you don't miss these opportunities.
Sure.
I mean, opening yourself up more for the press is just better for you. I mean, but you're a natural-born leader, you get that.
Bro, I do this, man. I could do media in my sleep.
All right,
you know
well,
this.
Well, one more note on that. The media is allowed all through this hallway. So you might get stopped for press time just when you're walking around. And because I said that, you are under the microscope here, all right?
Bro, you ain't gotta
Act accordingly, that's all I'm saying.
You ain't gotta make it sound so intense, man. I got this.
All right.
What else you got for me?
All right, well, down here is also the arena manager's office. You're probably not gonna go there much, but just so you know. And also there's your standard, generic meeting room. Now, once again, you're probably not gonna use it much, but, I mean, could come in handy if you need to have a private conversation.
Right. Away from the prying eyes of the tabloids, right?
Yes, look at you paying attention. I
know
like
a little
that.
bit, man.
And then down further a little bit this way, you've got the locker room. And looks like Coach Graves is waiting for you, actually.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it. Now, I got to shake some hands before tonight's game, but you go out there and have fun, man.
Appreciate it, man. Again, man, it's always good seeing a familiar face in new settings.
Man, don't even mention it. That's what I'm here for. Have a great game, man.
All right, man.
You're here nice and early. Love to see it.
Just doing my job, coach.
Humble and hardworking. Both qualities we like to see in a draft pick. But you already knew that. Let me show you the locker room.
Let's do it.
So obviously you've seen one of these before. Nothing too unusual. Your locker's over there.
The one with my name on it, right?
Quick study. We put the starter's name on the whiteboard over here before every game. Coach likes to keep things regular, but obviously injuries happen. People perform or they don't, so it'll change from time to time.
All right, well, hopefully it changes sooner rather than later.
Keep doing the right things. You'll be there sooner than you think.
Hey, that's the plan.
All right, hey, come on, let me show you my office. Come on. Now, I know you're anxious to find out how you're going to fit into the rotation.
Coach, man, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't hyped, man. You got no idea.
Like I said, we wanted to see how you performed under pressure, so we put a lot of weight in your performance in the Summer League Championship.
Yeah, you were very clear about that.
Good. So, we got together and talked about it and decided the best role for you to start the year is as a solid rotation player off the bench. We'll get you the minutes. It's up to you to make the most of them.
That's not exactly what I was expecting, but I guess it's up to me to earn my way into the starting lineup.
And you've got the potential to get there. But I don't want you focusing on that right now. Take it one day at a time, put in the work, and the results will follow.
I've never been afraid of the work, you know? It's just I expect more for myself than this in the long term.
I get it. 100%. Honestly, I'd be concerned if you didn't feel that way. You want to make it here, you got to have a hunger to be the best.
I mean, if you're not competing to be the best here, what are we doing?
Exactly.
What are you doing?
Exactly. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to get dressed, you know where your locker is, and once you're ready to head to the court, it's the tunnel across from the locker room. Any questions?
Ah, Coach, yeah, I'm ready. Let's get it.
See you out there.
You guys, go, let's go!
All right, Scott Stewart making his season debut with the Miami Heat.
Come on, Miami, we can win this thing.
Miami now.
Stewart's
They
with
have
a
a
push.
22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Adebayo is the
Drives to
big
the
man
hoop,
with
Scott
Butler
Stewart.
sliding in at the
Yes,
four.
sir, Scott Stewart.
MP is out there with Vincent. And it's Strus in at the 3 spot. It's the group on the floor for Miami. DeRozan dishes to Vucevic. Jones kicks to DeRozan.
DeMar
Shoots
DeRozan
over
pulls up.
Strus. And nothing is falling for him right now. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Heat. And last season, Bam Adebayo said it was disrespectful that he wasn't named
Stewart
a finalist.
goes right at Lonzo.
Defensive Player of the Year.
Scott Stewart scores again.
Kevin, no arguing here. He's definitely an elite defender. Second team all defense, 3 years running. Great toughness and versatility.
Jones from outside.
Pull up, triple, nope.
It's Adebayo with the
Bam
rebound.
Adebayo with the rebound.
Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Jimmy buckets to the
They
hoop.
have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead. And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Jones
Screen
sets
coming.
the pick for DeRozan.
Pull up, top of the key, nope.
And the Bulls with another miss.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Stewart to the
The other
hoop.
team is scorching
Draws a
hot,
foul, he'll
and they
shoot
come
2.
down on this end.
It's on Lonzo Ball, his first.
You're like glue, MP. They can't
We're a
shake you.
former slam dunk contest champion. So with
It's
that
the first.
in mind, what was your take on the 2022 contest?
Well, I think there was some great dunkers out there, Kevin, and every year it's like that. I know from
10-0 run by Miami.
MP outside.
In the post.
Yurtsevin passes to Stewart.
Stewart
Back to Yurtsevin.
Yurtsevin to the hoop.
And he makes
And
the bucket,
one.
gets
Good
the
look by
whistle.
Scott
They
Stewart.
know it.
Defensive foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Miami.
Three-point
They
play.
bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of
Pull a
these
triple.
guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Oladipo's going to push.
Oladipo against Green. Puts it up.
Top of the key, Victor
And
Oladipo.
there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo. Oladipo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oladipo executed that pick and roll well. Remarkable at scoring whenever he gets room to shoot off the screen.
There's a pull-up here.
Levine. It's hauled in
Rebound
by
Scott Stewart.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
To the middle.
Stewart.
Here's
Good look to Dedman.
Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That
Miami cruised to
home
victory.
advantage
Scott
of
Stewart
home
with
fans
27
going.
in his
On display.
debut.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Hey, MP, you're needed in the press room.
Can I get a, hey, MP, how was the game? You look really good out there. How you feeling out there?
Hey, how are you feeling? Also, you're needed in the press room.
Okay, so we could just skip the small talk then.
Yeah, follow me. I'm going to give you a rundown of the situation. We don't have much time, so I need you to listen closely because I will not be repeating myself.
Okay, I'm all ears.
Obviously, they're going to want to ask questions about how you played. So if you feel like you underperformed at all, you're going to want to call on
Whoa.
John Luck. If you feel like you underperformed at all, you're going to want to call on John Luck because his whole thing is access, so he's bound to lob you a softball or two. If you're feeling confident, you're going to want to call on Nate White, the man fans love to hate. His number one goal is to stir up controversies, so if you messed up even a little bit, he's going to be all over that. Also, he's going to have a couple Shep questions to throw your way, so if you want to get into that, then he's your guy. The other major player on the beat is Candace Green. She's not here today, but she likes to get into the longer view of things, really get into the X's and O's, so if you want to brag about your basketball IQ, she is your person to call on.
Okay. All right. Hey, is there someone that you would choose first if you were me? Like, is there a conversation I should stay away from? You know.
That is completely up to you.
Yeah.
What you say in that room is going to go a long way in establishing your identity as a leader and your personal brand.
Okay.
And though I might have ideas about what you should say in a given situation, I can't tell you who to be.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't mean you should go starting any giant PR nightmares,
No,
okay? But there is more than one way to skin the proverbial cat, if you follow me.
Yeah, for sure. Any more advice you got?
Lots, but you're needed inside. Go.
Yeah. We're here.
We are indeed. All right, look, I just gave you a lot of information in a short amount of time. And what I want you to know is that what drew me to you as a potential employer was your grace under pressure. I've just always really respected the way that you handle yourself in the press, and I think you're going to do a fantastic job in there.
Wow. You really fought through that one. But thank you. It's probably one of the nicest things you said to me. All right.
You really need to get in there. They get cranky if they think they're going to miss deadlines.
I got you. I'm in there.
Come on, let's go.
Hey, everyone. All right, man, you up first right here.
Congrats on your first NBA win, MP.
Thanks, Nate.
So, what would you say you struggled with the most out there? I mean, after your first NBA action, is there a specific part of your game you know you need to work on?
You know, Nate, man, you are a real ray of sunshine. You know that?
I try. So, you don't have anything to work on?
Whoa. I'm not gonna let you twist my words around like that. So, of course, I've got things that I need to work on. Who doesn't? You know, I just think it's funny that you lead off with such a negative question. You know, you could have asked me anything. What are you comfortable with? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
But you choose to start negatively?
Well, I don't think that's very interesting.
I bet you don't.
Well, so is that a no comment?
No, I got you, man. I got you. For me right now, the hardest part is just gelling with my teammates. My game, which I'm always confident in, but this is a team sport, you know, so I got to figure out how to fit my game into what the team needs me to do. You know, obviously we got the dub tonight, so that's a huge plus, so I'm not worried about it. But, you know, that's probably what needs to be worked on long term. Just gelling it all together. Okay, next question. John.
There were a lot of media outlets in the preseason that made a big deal about the fan base's so-called negative reaction to you on draft day. But I did see quite a few people in the stands supporting you. Could you speak a little bit about that?
Yeah, John, you know, I felt that support tonight, and it was love. You know, I can't complain about that. But I think with the whole, you know, Shep controversy was a bit of like a media creation, you know, for being honest here. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, it's not like I feel like I should be handed the keys to the city or, you know, get the red carpet rolled out for me. But these days, it feels like everyone has an opinion. You know, so you can always find someone that's willing to put you down if you look for it. You know, it's there. You know, for me, I'm just more focused on the people that support me, genuinely. You know, and I've got plenty of support in the city, so it feels good.
The times we live in, right? Thanks,
Tell me about
MP.
it. Yeah, no problem, man. Good question, by the way. All right, cool. I think I'm done. You guys have a good night.